Welcome back to Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and today we're diving into the eerie halls of Harrington High with a spoiler review of 1998 sci-fi horror classic Faculty. Directed by Robert Rodriguez, this film features an all-star cast including Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, and Jordana Brewster. In this video, we'll explore the chilling alien invasion, the high school dynamics, and the thrilling moments that make the Faculty a cult classic. Remember, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, hit pause, watch it, and then come back so we can uncover the extraterrestrial secrets together. Let's get started. Faculty was released on Christmas Day of 1998 with a budget of $15 million. In its 19-week theatrical run, it earned a total of $40.2 million. It had a budget opening weekend of $11.6 million, finishing the weekend at number 5 in the box office behind The Prince of Egypt, You've Got Mail, Stepmom, and Patch Adams, numbers 4 through 1, respectively, with Stepmom and Patch Adams also releasing the same weekend. In its final weekend in the box office, The Faculty earned $355,048, finishing its box office run at number 26. Now let's get into the plot. One evening at Harrington High School in Ohio, teachers and Principal Drake leave after discussing the school's budget. When Drake returns to retrieve her keys, she is attacked by the school's football coach, Joe Willis. Drama teacher Miss Olson emotionally stabs Drake with scissors as she flees the school. The following morning, the students arrive, including Casey Connor, the dedicated but perpetually harassed photographer for the school newspaper. Casey unappreciated is the unappreciated assistant to the spiteful Delilah Prophet, the paper's editor-in-chief and head cheerleader. Delilah's mistreated boyfriend, Stan Rosado, is contemplating quitting the football team to pursue academics. Zeke Tyler is an intelligent yet rebellious student repeating his senior year. Zeke sells, among other illegal items, a powdery ecstasy-like drug he distributes hidden in ballpoint pens. He is confronted by teacher Elizabeth Burke, who expresses concern for him over his illegal activities. Naive transfer student Mary Beth Louise Hutchinson befriends self-styled outcast Stokely Mitchell, who has deliberately spread rumors that she is a lesbian, even though she has a crush on Stan. Mary Beth develops a crush on Zeke, which is reciprocated. Casey finds a strange creature on the football field and takes it to the science teacher, Mr. Furlong, who believes it's a new species of cephalopod-specific parasite called a mesozoan. Delilah and Casey hide in the teacher's lounge to find the story. They witness Coach Wilson, and Miss Olson forcing one of the parasites into the ear of the school nurse. They also find the body of another teacher, Miss Bromel. Casey and Delilah flee, and Casey calls the police, but his claims are dismissed. The next day, Casey tells Delilah, Stan, and Stokely that he believes the teachers are being controlled by aliens. After Zeke and Mary Beth tease them about their theory, Mr. Furlong attempts to infect them. Zeke injects his homemade drug into Miss Furlong's eye, killing him. Zeke takes the five to his house, where he experiments on a specimen retrieved by Casey. He discovers it needs water to survive and can be killed by his drug, revealed to be actually be raw powdered caffeine, as caffeine acts to dehydrate the user, and the aliens are hypersensitive to hydration of both themselves and the host. Zeke makes everyone take his drug to prove they aren't infected. Delilah is revealed as infected, and she destroys Zeke's lab and most of his drug supply before escaping. Acting on Stokely's suspicion that killing the alien queen will revert everyone back to normal, the group returns to the school, where their football team is playing and infecting opposing players. Believing Principal Drake to be the queen, they isolate her in the gym and fatally shoot her. Stan confronts the coach and the team to see if the plan worked, but becomes infected himself. Zeke and Casey retrieve more of Zeke's drug from his car. Casey leads infected students away from Zeke, who encounters Miss Burke in the parking lot and incapacitates her. At the gym, Mary Beth reveals herself to be the alien queen. Earlier on, she faked taking the drug. Casey and Stokely flee to the swimming pool where Stokely is injured and becomes infected. Zeke and Casey hide in the locker room where Mary Beth reverts to her human disguise. She explains that she is taking over Earth because her planet is dying. Mary Beth transforms back to her true form and hurls Zeke across the room into the lockers, knocking him out. Casey seizes the drugs and traps the Queen behind refracting bleachers. Just as the Queen infects him, he stabs the drug into her eye, killing her and halting his infection. Casey returns to the locker room and finds Stokely and Zeke alive. 1 month later, everyone has returned to normal. Stan and Stokely, who has shed her goth girl image, are now dating. Zeke has taken Stan's place on the football team, while Miss Burke affectionately watches him practice. Delilah, no longer vindictive, is now dating Casey, who is now considered a local hero. Various news media reveal the attempted alien invasion is now public knowledge, even as the FBI denies it. Now let's take a look at this all-star cast and let's see what other roles they've done. We have Jordana Brewster as Delilah Prophet. Other roles for Jordana Brewster include Nikki Munson in the TV show As the World Turns, Mia Toretto in the Fast and Furious franchise, and Allison Holloway in Annapolis. This was also Jordana Brewster's first feature film. Clea Duvall as Stokely Mitchell. Other roles for Clea Duvall include Misty in She's All That, Jennifer Williams in The Grudge, and Emma Borden in the TV show The Lizzie Borden Chronicles. Laura Harris as Mary Beth Hutchinson. Other roles for Laura Harris include Maggie in Severance, Daisy Adair in the TV show Dead Like Me, and Lonnie in the 1990 TV miniseries It. Josh Hartnett as Zeke Tyler. Other roles for Josh Hartnett include Staff Sergeant Matt Eversman in Black Hawk Down, Danny Walker in Pearl Harbor, and Matt Sullivan in 40 Days and 40 Nights. Sean Hatosi as Stan Rosato. Other roles for Sean Hatosi include Ricky Garvey in The Lazarus Project, Wayne Carter in the TV show Numbers, and Sammy Bryant in the TV show Southland. Elijah Wood as Casey Connor. Other roles for Elijah Wood include Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings franchise, Ryan Newman in the TV show Wilfred, and Spyro the Dragon in the Spyro the Dragon video games. Robert Patrick as Coach Willis. Other roles for Robert Patrick include the T-1000 in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Ray Cash in Walk the Line, and John Doggett in the TV show The X-Files. Selma Hayek as Nurse Harper. Other roles for Selma Hayek include Isabel Fuentes in Fools Rush In, Rita Escobar in Wild Wild West, and Sonia Kincaid in The Hitman's Bodyguard. Famke Jensen as Miss Burke. Other roles for Famke Jensen include Jean Grey in the X-Men film franchise, Norm Mills in the Taken franchise, and Ava Moore in the TV show Nip Tuck. Piper Laurie as Miss Olson. Before her passing in October of 2023, other roles for Piper Laurie included Catherine Martell in the TV show Twin Peaks, Dolly Talbot in The Grass Harp, and Rose Muller in Snapshots. Chris McDonald as Casey's dad. Other roles for Chris McDonald include Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore, Kent Mansley in The Iron Giant, and Todd Gross in Perfect Storm. B.B. Newirth as Principal Drake. Other roles for B.B. Newirth include Nora Shepherd in Jumanji, Lana Jong in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and Kelly Peterson in the TV show Blue Bloods. Usher Raymond as Gabe. Other roles for Usher Raymond include the Campus DJ in She's All That, Ira the Janitor in Scary Movie 5, and Sugar Ray Leonard in Hands of Stone. Jon Stewart as Mr. Furlong. Other roles for Jon Stewart include Kevin Garrity in Big Daddy, The Robot in 2024's If, and is the host of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Daniel Von Bargen as Mr. Tate. Before his passing in March of 2015, other roles for Daniel Von Bargen include Warden Pendleton in Amistad, Chief Bruce Grady in Super Troopers, and Sheriff Cooley in Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Summer Phoenix as the FU Girl. Other roles for Summer Phoenix include Susie Gold and Susie Gold, Meg in Committed, and Beth in What Comes Around. John Abrams as the FU boy. Other roles for John Abrams include Tony Pon- Poncolet in Dead Man Walking, Danny Burns in Meet the Parents, and Dalton Chapman in House of Wax. Now let's get my thoughts. Before watching it for this review, it had actually been a while for since I last seen the movie, so the way it started really surprised me. And yeah, the cast is all star cast by all means. Crazy to see where all the actors in this movie went after this. The misdirect that Coach Willis was the leader of the aliens, only for it to actually be Mary Beth, was such a great twist. Usher being in this and having such a small role is shocking. I'm really not even too sure why the character Gabe is in this. I'll be honest, I'm really not one for horror movies, but this is one I constantly recommend to people. If you like horror movies and haven't seen this, definitely check it out. Now let's look at some fun facts about this movie. A lot of the filming was done at the high school in Lockhart, Texas. The football team was used, and the city was told to show up for the football games and were given fake T-shirts to wear in the stands. Gillian Anderson turned down the role of Miss Drake. The role of Delilah was originally written for Charisma Carpenter. She turned it down because she felt the role was similar to her character Cordelia in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sarah Michelle Gellar, the title star of Buffy, also turned down a role for the movie. Sarah Jessica Alba auditioned for the role of Delilah Prophet. Clea Duvall is a lesbian actress playing a heterosexual girl pretending to be a lesbian to scare people off. Robert Rodriguez cast Josh Hartnett and Elijah Wood again in Sin City after Christopher McDonald's character wishes Robert Patrick's character good luck with the football game. Patrick shoots at McDonald with his hand. This is an homage to McDonald's famous Shooter McGavin character from the film Happy Gilmore. Mary Beth says came from Atlanta and speaks with a southern accent. In real life, Laura Harris is actually Canadian. In the original script, the line "It must really blow being you" was said by Stan, not Casey. Daniel Von Bargen and Josh Hartnett both played a character named John Tate. Bargen portrays Mr. John Tate in this film, whereas Hartnett portrayed John Tate, son of Laurie Strode, in his previous film Halloween H2O. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the faculty. I hope you enjoyed this spoiler review and found it as suspenseful as the movie itself. If you have any thoughts, theories, or favorite scenes from the movie, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing your perspectives. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest reviews. Also, click that bell icon to get notified every time we upload new content. Thanks for watching Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and I'll see you in the next review. Stay curious, movie lovers.